Hello, good morning. How are you? Welcome back to my channel. Let's talk about the lady who spoke about the current government. The youth, the couple that spoke about the government. I saw online how people are bashing her, saying that, oh, why will you speak about the government? You are a youth couple. There is a law that states that if you are serving, you are not supposed to talk about the government, blah, 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 and all that. I understand that. I know that there is always protocol to things, but have you been in a position where frustration is the order of day? Have you really been frustrated before? I guess not. Because if you do, you understand where she's coming from. It's really frustrating that everything that goes up in Nigeria never comes down. Never. I understand that everything is so expensive. It's everywhere in the world. Even here in the UK, cost of living is so high. House rent increases every year. And council tax every year. Water bill, gas, electricity, transportation. Every year. But the difference between here and Nigeria is that even if you don't have massive savings, or even if you don't have savings at all, you can eat whatever you want to eat. You can afford to eat if you want to eat well. You can afford to eat. At least you have a job that will be able to foot your bills. You don't have to think of, oh, this is more than how am I going to pay rent? How are you, love? How am I going to pay rent? You don't have to think of, I won't have money to pay for council tax. I won't have money to pay for electricity and gas. I don't have money for transport and all that. That's the difference. Meanwhile, in Nigeria, they produce loads of graduates every year, but there's no job. So you can understand her own frustration. I think that girl as well is a victim of circumstance. I read one comment. That was before I actually opened this channel. Otherwise, I didn't know. I just woke up and said, you know what, I just want to open this channel, whichever. Anywho, I read it. Mommy, what? What do you want, Mama? Beno. Beno. I read it somewhere. If someone commented, there was a post I saw on Facebook actually, and someone commented and said, oh, she's from my village. I know her parents. Her father was a lecturer before he died, and the father was a victim, and they took his plantation farm. I don't know if I can still find it. I actually said I saw it and I read every bit of it, and he said the girl was 19 years at that time, that the father of the girl was an immigration officer. Do you understand? That he was already close to retirement, and he invested everything in plantation farm, and they took his land, destroyed his plantation farm with tax compensation, and at the end of the day, the mother has been the one taking care of the kids since the father they took over the plantation farm, and the father heard and went to the village and protested, and after the protest the man just snub and so it go and bye. Do you understand? Then they took him to hospital and all that. He couldn't make it alive. Then he went to the other world. Good. So if you listen to the girl's words closely, you could see that she said this is her first time of her staying away from her house, meaning she has never stayed alone before. This is the first time she's actually staying alone. Do you understand? She's staying alone. How much is Alawi? How much are they paying coppers really? 30-something thousand. So by the time she pay for transport, she'll pay for her transport, which is transportation to wherever her place of assignment. She'll eat. And now she's saying a crate of egg is 6,000 plus in her location. And she cannot afford. How much is noodles? How much is this? How much is that? So I could understand where she's coming from. I understand her frustration. I understand how frustrated it can be. But we don't have to bash out. At the end of the day, she's speaking the minds of many Nigerians, I believe. I be this thing when they touch her, I know they touch you too when they watch her. If you know they touch you, let me know now. Maybe you be Odugu. I remove cap for you. If Nigeria is good, it's going to be beneficial to everybody, me inclusive. Forget say you say you know the Nigeria, you include yourself. Am I not a Nigerian? No matter no matter where I am tomorrow, is that going to take the fact that I'm in Nigeria away from me? I'm in Nigeria to the core. Till the last day I will take my last breath. I'm in Nigeria. And you can't change that. Home is home no matter what. So I don't understand. And I don't think she insulted the president, as people are saying, oh, blah, 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 blah. But why would they call her and be threatening her? Someone cannot speak in that country anymore. When you try to speak up, they try their best to silence you. I hate oppression. I hate intimidation. I hate intimidation with passion. And to think that even the person that called her, will talk say alarm self no blow this way he do. This alarm, they touch everybody. Even me when they diaspora, they touch me too. I have people back home. Why not go touch me? If they touch them today, they call, ask you money. Tomorrow they call, be you. Is it not touching you? It's touching you. Directly or indirectly, it's touching you. So please, maybe the reason at least before they jump into matter now. I think she's saying the truth anyway. I don't know, maybe the way she addressed it. But I don't think she insulted anyone. Personally, I don't think so. But if you think so, it's fine. You can leave it in the comment section. Fine, I understand that there are rules as someone that is still serving the government or whatsoever. You don't have to speak to the office like that whatsoever, because there are things that you have to sign. As a youth service, as a youth corper, there are things you have to sign. Some document and all that. You are not supposed to speak per se when it comes to things that has to do with government and all that. At least as far as you are still serving. I understand all that. But she's frustrated. And at the end of the day, what's the worst that can happen? Everybody will go someday, somehow. She's frustrated. If she cannot afford the basic things, then what's the point of living? Really? If someone cannot afford the basic things of life, then what's the point of living? So please, I just say make I shook my mouth, puto. Oh, voila. I'll see you guys. Please like, share, and put your thoughts in the comment section. Bye.